Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. For every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams. Two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week. The Georgia Bulldogs taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Seminoles will kick this away to start us off. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And they start the drive with an end-around play. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Set up. It's a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackled, but first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Defense makes the stop after the completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Handoff to the back. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And here's the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
And the Knowles moving quickly down the field here. They'll try the right here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to pass this time. Makes a quick grab. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Third down play for this offense.
Let's go.
Looking to pass. It's Uiagalelei. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The Knowles will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it. Enough for a first down. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Oh, he's missed it. Extra point is no good. Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 29, set to kick this one away.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They're going to run it here. Powering through.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking for some space. It's ETN. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The pass rush closing in. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The shotgun running play call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Not going to be easy easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for his big tight end. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Handoff, here comes the jet sweep. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
You know, more offenses around the country over the years have been putting this play in. I love it because it gives you chances like this to pick up an easy first down. The defense squeezes, that receiver gets to the outside, picks up a first down, and move the sticks.
Off the play fake on first down. And looking for a big play here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. The back's got it. The pickup is 6 yards, so 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei. Looks to his left and makes the completion. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay with him in man coverage. Very tough to do.
They come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Grab behind the line, it's Brown. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised that...
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
He's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Back to throw. It's Speck. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
The Dogs will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
First down, looking to throw the football. Punt over the middle. It's Benson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Seminoles looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And the back now goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. A solid run, good for first down yardage. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble. Breaks free. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
This offense has become a...
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Makes a quick catch. And he scores. Touchdown, Knowles.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He's swarmed by the defense.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And this one will be fair caught. Just 12 seconds remaining in the first half as they line up on 1st and 10. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to pass. It's Beck. Quick throw to the left side. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
It's now second down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Oh, it's a reverse. He finds room at the 30. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick it off to begin the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. And they get the second half started with the running play. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. The Seminoles keep the football on the move. 1st down and 10. To the air. It's Uiagalelei. He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On the run, it's Lucas. He moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
And in 1st down, they go right back to him. Stop right there at the line, no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's escaping the pocket now. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Pulls it in. It's Hill. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the 1st down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
A running play called on 4th down. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
And the Noles lining up here on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense jumps on the football.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
He'll hand it off. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Sticking with the running game. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida State 12, Georgia 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. He's out of bounds after a nice gain, and finally, the spark of life from this offense.
Chris, that's a huge play for this offense. And keep in mind, they haven't scored a point yet. So to be able to come up with a play like this late in the game, maybe some confidence building here to be able to get that first touchdown. Who knows? Maybe they could be in business.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. And I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Third down after that running play. Looking to pass. It's Uiagalelei. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Offense facing fourth down.
The offense has been very efficient on fourth down so far. Let's see if they can make it 4 for 4 here. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Georgia. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Whoa, what a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this defender did here.
And the point after is good. The lead now is 2 points in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. That's reeled in. It's Douglas. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And completion makes it second and short. Gonna run it. It's Lucas. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
RPO gives the quarterback so many options, and it puts a lot on the defense. If you overcommit one way, the quarterback's going to make you pay for it. Here, the defense sat back, made it easy. Hand the ball off, let that running back get some good yards.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, is unable to hold on to the football.
The pocket breaking down. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. That's reeled in. It's Toafili. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Lucas. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The Noles looking to run some tempo here. And then first down, right back to the running game. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. He's going to hand this off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable to potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And it's good right down the middle. Jubilation on the sidelines. They've taken the lead in the final seconds. Getting set to kick off after that crucial field goal. Now let's see if the defense can hold on here in the final seconds. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the The Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've got some time to work with. Do they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? To throw, it's Beck. Throws to the tight end. Oh, that one's picked off. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Now they run a draw play. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the